Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 3 of this historic unboxing. So this part will be unboxing all these items. This one does have 2 mystery boxes from Comic Tom. So I'll get into those first, and then we'll get into the other stuff. There's some pretty cool things here. If you're not a big fan of Comic Tom's unboxing, mystery boxes, well, sorry. But sometimes they have some pretty cool exclusives. So I'm hoping that there'll be some cool stuff in this. Maybe I'll get one of the special big books that he throws in sometimes. So we'll get into the first one. This is the first of the 2, because this is 2 months worth of stuff that I've been stacking up at Stackry, and so there's 2 Comic Tom mystery calls in this. Okay, so the first one is pilot holes. The plot holes, sorry, the plot holes. And this is the plot holes #1, limited to 800 copies. So this is the Comic Tom variant. Trade variant by Shahzad Shah. So not bad looking. And then we got the Virgin variant, limited to 1,500 copies. And we have a Venom Doom. I don't know. This is kind of a cool cover, I have to say. Really cool cover. Really like that one, actually. This is the variant edition of Lethal Protector. It's kind of nice. Really great cover, actually. And then we have Funeral for a Friend, Superman number 77. This is back from the 90s, I guess, or 1993. Okay, so that was the first one. So nothing too major. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I'll get something. I want to get some big book one day from Comic Tom. Let's see. Okay, so this is the next one. We got some Spider-Man variant. This is Spider-Man number 29. And it's the trade variant, limited to 3,000 by Devon Paratori, probably. Okay, so I messed up his name, but this is his variant. And this one I actually thought looked ugly, I have to say. I didn't like this variant, but they were promoting it a lot. This is the Boys #1. They're, Patriot, whatever his name is. The trade dress variant, art by Ben Temple Smith. I thought this was not, I didn't really like the way his face is done. Yeah, it's limited to 1,000. I mean, I like the trade dress. You know, it's kind of got that DC look to it. Action Comics look. But I didn't really like the overall look of it. Then we got some Ninja Turtles. Looks like Stranger Things meets the Ninja Turtles or something like that. I don't know what it is. It has that kind of look to it, doesn't it? I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, it looks like Stranger Things meets the Ninja Turtles. I don't know what it is. Some weird thing. Okay, there's that. Then there's an art print of, looks like Carnage. And then there's another dollar bin book, Wolverine 134. Yeah. So yeah. So those were the 2 mystery boxes. Nothing too major, but you never know. You never know. I like supporting other channels, so that's why I get this. Okay, this one actually is a little bit risque. Let me see. I gotta censor it. This is Farrow's Lounge, the nude Miss Marge Simpson cover. I thought it looked kind of cool. Journey Comics showed this one. I thought it looked cool, so I got the uncensored version from Pharaoh's Lounge. They produced some adult stuff. Thought that was kind of cool looking, so I picked it up. Picked it up really cheap, so hey, why not? Okay. I've got to remember who this is. Okay, you can tell me in the... I'll put it in the description, but I forgot whose first appearance this is. I forgot the name of the character, I should say. But I'm pretty sure it's this guy that's on the cover here. One sec, I'll show you. This guy. I'm pretty sure it's his first appearance, but I forgot his name. But he's supposed to be a character in the next Aquaman movie. So if I could remember his name, I will tell you it, but I don't remember it right off the top of my head. But I will put it in the description. So you can look in the description. I'll put the notes to say whose first appearance this is. But this is Atlantis Chronicles, and it's just number 4 of 7. It's that character's first appearance. Okay. Okay, so here's some cool ones. This is an order I placed for some variant covers by Dan Parent. I ordered some cool variants from him. I'm going to show you them. So I really like this cover by, it was originally done by Jack Davis. This is and it was from like EC Comics. But then they homaged it, I think, and I just think it's a really cool homage with Betty and Veronica. So this is Betty and Veronica number 1, and it's kind of like that EC variant. So this is limited to 150 copies. That's kind of nice. And then we got the Virgin variant with Sabrina at the top. And this is limited to 150 copies as well. And then we got Betty, the Final Girl. And it's just, I don't think there's any like limited number on this one. It's just another one. And then we got one more. This one I thought was cute. This is Weirder Mysteries. And it's kind of like an homage to like Star Wars. I thought it was kind of cute. So those ones I picked up, I just thought they were cool covers. I forgot what site that I picked them up from, but it was pretty cool. Okay, so... oh, and this is a great one. Tell It to the Marines. This is a Golden Age book. It's just there's a bunch of these Good Girl plus Marine kind of comics, and this is Tell It to the Marines. It's kind of Army humor kind of magazine from the 1952. And this is Tell It to the Marines number 4. It's actually, there's a few that are kind of Good Girl art covers, but this was my favorite from the series. So Tell It to the Marines number 4, and I just think it's really cute. Well, it must be an enemy trick. And this guy says, who cares? It's just, I don't know. It's just a cute cover. I really liked it, so I wanted to get that one. And, oh, okay. Gotta find my knife. Oh, here it is. Hopefully I can do this without cutting into the comic. Big fear of mine. They used the worst tape. Okay. Hey, this is just another theme of comics that I collect is Women in Tubes. So this is Unknown Worlds by ACG. This is actually a Silver Age comic because you can see the Comic Code Authority on it. So this would have came out like in the early 50s, like mid 50s, I should say. So it's Unknown Worlds number I forget what number it is. I forget the numbering, but just a really cool girl in a tube cover. So yeah. Okay. Next one. Okay. Actually, that one's hard to get out, so I'm gonna wait on that. I don't know. I'm curious about other collectors. Do you guys ever collect things based on a theme, like Girls and Tubes, for example? I find it, I don't know, I find it fun. I do like collecting cover art, and that's some fun cover art that I really like. This is actually a really interesting book here. This is Tron, #1. This is actually the first appearance of Tron in comics. And this is much, much later. This is like 2000, I think it's 2003. So much, much later than the Tron movie. You would have thought that he would have appeared in comics earlier than this, but I guess they took forever to finally get around to making a Tron movie. So this is Tron #1. And next one is another one of these Uncle Scrooge that I've been collecting. This is Uncle Scrooge number 292. And this is just a series that I've been collecting from Dan Rosa. And this is just another one of those issues that I needed for the series. I'm gonna read it once I get it all. I think I think I have the whole thing in this unboxing, so I'll finally be able to read it. Okay, and now this last one requires a bit of, I didn't realize it was going to be so packaged. Okay. It's a little hard to get to. One sec here. Okay. This one has a lot of packaging, so let's see if I can get it out. This is my comic shop order. But it's some good Golden Age stuff. It's a really nice Golden Age. So this will make up for... Oh, this is actually not my comic shop. This is my Heritage Auctions. Some of my Heritage Auction wins. So this is the last one I needed for the series. This is Space Detective number 2. Just these really crazy looking aliens. And the guy shoots them point blank in the head. And she shoots him right in the crotch. I don't know, right in the stomach. So it's kind of a funny situation. You get this other alien coming up behind them. But just a really cool one. I really like this series. A lot of the covers are done by Wally Wood. I'm not sure who did this one, but definitely a very cool series. I finally got the complete collection of it. This next one is really interesting. Okay, so it's a bunch of comics. One sec here. I'm going to take it out of the plastic. This next one is interesting because it's a collection. It's basically it's a whole bunch of comics. Sometimes you can buy lots on Heritage Auctions where they sell you a bunch of comics for fairly cheap. This was like $150, I think, for the set. And the reason I wanted it was this one. I thought it was a really cute cover. Actually, it was in my shopping cart, and then my friend Steve Gittner, I think he bought the one that was on my comic shop. So it disappeared from my shopping cart. But I fortunately was able to get it off of Heritage Auctions. So just a cool book. This is Lawbreakers Always Lose, #2. And it's just I thought it was kind of a bit of a good girl art cover. I thought it was interesting. Next one was Lawbreakers Always Lose, #5. And sometimes I like these crime books. I think they're interesting. This is Lawbreakers Always Lose, #8. And I think it's interesting. They're doing the prison break and they're digging under the wall. And this is Lawbreakers Always Lose, #9. So just a nice little set. Sometimes you can do well and win on these lots. But this next one is a major Grail. Actually, it's a Grail book, but it's not a Grail book, if that makes any sense. So this is a very interesting one. I actually almost want to take it out. Okay, so I'm going to show you it. This is this cover is very, very famous. So it's Dynamic Comics. I think this is the cover for Dynamic Comics #10, I'm pretty sure. But it's not. This issue is actually not #10. And what it was is on Heritage Auctions, they said that what somebody had done is they took this cover and they married it. That's really interesting. There's actually paper to protect it from from aging. And they married it with the content for Dynamic Comics number 18. So it's actually a married cover, which is very strange. You can see that it was done with tape. I'm not sure if you can see the tape, which is very strange because the cover is really a very expensive comic. Even a 0.5 I've seen go for as much as like $1,000. I picked this up for $200, and it's really just a cover buy because I want the cover. Now, what I'm trying to do is find a coverless copy of Dynamic Comics, whatever, I forget what issue, I think it's number 10, but I'm not sure. And then just swap out the interior. But I think it's just funny that somebody had taken this very, like, famous cover and then married it with interior from issue 18. But just a great cover. I always love this cover. I bid, this is my third one that I bid on, and I got it really cheaply because of the situation where it's married with some other content. Very very interesting one, actually. I mean, the interior actually presents really, really well. It's actually quite the pages are in great shape, just the wrong pages. So that was that one. Just a, you know, sometimes you can win on these things where you get like a really cool mixture, in this case, where it's like the wrong cover for the interior. But really great book. Like, I always wanted this cover. I've been trying to get this cover for a while now, and I just really like the cover. So for me, it's a cover buy, and it's a classic, you know, crazy scientist cover and these little people in beakers. I mentioned that I like girls in tubes. Well, there's a bunch of girls in tubes in this one. So just a classic cover. It looks really cool. I like the fact that this guy is getting squished. It's really funny. So yeah, that's it for this one. A bit of a shorter one. I didn't realize it was, I thought there was more. It looked like more books in the stacks. So it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next part, where I'll be showing more and more cool books. You'll see a lot of pre-code horror in this whole unboxing, and it will kind of, the finale is going to be pretty big. So this is part 3, so we have 6 more episodes to go. So it should be an interesting one. Thank you again for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, please vote for me for the CBCA Awards. I put the link in the description. Thank you.